Where do you live?
My name is Conor McGregor and I live in Lucan.
Smiling. Oh!
I'm a professional MMA fighter with a record of 4-1.
Fight is seconds away from being stopped. That's it. That's it.
I'm an up-and-coming fighter, and without a doubt, you will see me on the UFC in the near future. Without a doubt.
Oh, one team's gonna stop it. That's it.
Like so many people have taught, you have a process of visualizing and conditioning the mind and training yourself.
Conor has been incredibly successful. He's made a lot of money, and you know, he's had his ups and downs outside and inside the octagon. But as for a guy who was, you know, on the dole and was a plumber, he's actually a really smart businessman, and he's been one of the best partners that I've ever had.
I had many days on site. It's cold, it's damp, it's dark, and I'm looking around at everyone else, and it is not a good, but not that if you're passionate about that, then that's okay. But for me, it just wasn't a life I wanted to live, and I was in.
You grew up in Ireland. When did you realize, at what age did you realize that you were good at fighting?
Well, what age did I mean, I'm Irish. We're all good at fighting. that's that, we're all good. But I don't know, I was always, you know, society tells you, growing up, you should fantasize about kicking a ball and dream about that, but it didn't really interest me. I tried to maybe pretend that I was interested in it, but really kicking a ball straight into a net is pretty cool. But what happens if someone runs up behind me and hits me 2 shots into the mouth, then it ain't so cool. So that was in my head as a young kid. I can be a product of my environment, you know what I mean? If I'm in with the wrong crowd, I just kind of become wherever, you know what I mean? So that's why I like to be isolated, and that's why this has helped me coming out here and being locked in an apartment on my own, building back up my leg, going from rehab to home to rehab to home, because there was no outsiders. It was isolation, it was visualization, it was motivation, and it was dedication. There was nothing else going on in my life.
Were your parents supportive of you becoming a professional fighter?
Before me, there was no Irish man that had succeeded in the UFC. I had to convince them what I was going to do. You know, I knew I could do something better. I knew I had something in me. I just wasn't sure even what it was. Obviously, I was training for the fight game, but no one in Ireland had made it in the fight game. The fight game, an Irish man in the UFC was literally, and I mean literally, laughed at. We were laughed at. I was laughed at when I said we were going to get to the UFC. Myself and my team were going to get to the UFC. Never mind get a win. Never mind even get a win in the UFC. Then win a belt. Then win the second belt. You know, I've continually climbed, but I've just used all that fuel that I'm not supposed to do it, but I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna outwork everyone that says I cannot do it, and that's what I did, and that's how I rose up. And
the UFC's good because of the fighters and the fights.
Okay.
You were on welfare, bro.
Okay, then
you ain't no man. You took welfare.
Okay,
don't talk about money.
Where's your boxing? Who do you train with? You got that little goofy motherfucker with you?
We already know. We already know this bitch right here. He like to quit.
You know what the fuck I'll do to that little dude, bro. I'll fuck that little guy up, man. He's a fucking midget.
Conor McGregor. And here we go. Quickly taking the center of the octagon. And right into battle, bringing... Right off the top, looking to finish it here. This is why everyone's been talking about Conor. It's all over. Conor McGregor, another first round win. Wow. Alvarez getting loose, getting better here in this round. Until then, he's done. It is all over. History has been made.
Kind of just in range, but far enough away from danger as he starts teeing off.
Grandal looks hurt. Grandal looks hurt. This could be the end.
Big left.
This could be an early stoppage. Another first round for McGregor. This could be it.
That is it. It is over.
Hands at his hips. Having a conversation. Looking to finish the fight.
Let's see. Wow.
Conor McGregor getting good underhooks into defend, and again the inside elbows coming in.
Very effective this evening. Oh, look at the clock closely. 10 seconds.
Oh, he's hurt.
Could he finish him here? Conor McGregor is the UFC interim featherweight champion.
Conor relaxed and smiling. Oh! He slapped him.
Conor McGregor is the new UFC featherweight champion of the world.
Oh! The difference is that what Conor's been able to do, he's the first guy in the UFC that's been able to do that, that's had spectacular results. And also showed his real character in losing and then coming back and winning very quickly afterwards with the same guy. Worldwide phenomena. He's the biggest combat sport athlete, not just of today, ever. There's no one like him.
But as for a guy who was, you know, on the dole and was a plumber, he's actually a really smart businessman, and he's been one of the best partners that I've ever had in the history of the sport.
It's not over. If we have to take this outside with him, it's all outside. We don't give a
I'm absolutely blown away by the support. I can't put into words how grateful I am for everyone to support me and follow me. It's why I still showed up here.
And for the first time ever, 2-division champion Conor McGregor, the first man ever to hold 2 titles simultaneously.
I'm an up-and-coming fighter, and without a doubt, you will see me on the UFC in the near future, without a doubt.